I'll never forget catching Shelly going up in our room and shutting the door. She didn't slam it. She didn't. She didn't seem to be upset, but I knew something was going on, so I ran up there and walked in, and she was just sitting on the edge of the bed, kind of a little unhappy. And I said, "What's going on?" And she said, "Maybe our kids deserve a better mom." And it kind of broke my heart because I know she was trying hard, but she was frustrated with herself because she had as much as she had tried, she had yelled again. And our kids probably deserved it, but she also realized that wasn't the best way to handle it, and she was feeling a little bit guilty and kind of shaming herself in that moment. And I don't remember a lot of the details of what we discussed that day, but I do remember not long after that her sharing with me a story about Albert Einstein and his mom. Albert, when he was a little boy, came home and handed his mom a letter from school, and it basically she opened it up and she said, "Your," she read it and she said, "Your son is too smart for us. We can't teach him anymore. You'll have to teach him at home." And she folded it back up and she said, "I'm going to teach you at home." And she did. He became homeschooled. She worked with him. She taught him. He became a professional inventor, one of the greatest minds ever, right? And after his mom passed away, he was going through some of her stuff, found that same letter that he had brought home, recognized it, opened it up, and instead of saying what it said that she had said, it said, "Your son is addled," which is basically mentally retarded, and we can't teach him. You'll have to teach him at home. And he realized in that moment that she was at her best when he needed her the most. And, Shelly, at some point, I can't remember how she found that story, but she realized at that point that our kids didn't need a better or perfect mom. She confessed to me years later that they needed a mom who was willing to keep learning, keep growing, keep practicing patience, keep showing up, and learn how to manage our kids in a way that allowed her to be happy and joyful and model for them how to be when challenges arise and all those things. And it was really a tipping point for her, I think, when she realized she didn't need to be a perfect mom. She needed to be a learning mom, and she needed to understand that the kids were experimenting on her all day long and trying new things to see what worked and what didn't work. And when she reframed it that way and reframed herself that way, it changed everything in our home. If you want to learn more about that, it's in our book, the new book I wrote about her called The Shelly Method. ShellyMethod.com is where you can get a copy of it. It's pretty good. I'm hearing good things. Have a great day. Bye-bye.